We do have a caller, one of our favorites. Ameet, Mathew.
Yes, I knew it.
Good. Okay. Expectations with a partner or a potential partner regarding acceptable age. Example, getting married at a certain age, spending time with women. You know what? I'll just let Mathew say it. Hey, Mathew, what's going on?
Hi, Hannah.
Hi again.
How are you?
I am good.
Good.
Yeah, it's not so much a question this time. I just kind of wanted to talk about how bullshit like society's expectations are regarding society's expectations around relationships are. For example, I know a lot of women who think that they have to have children by a certain age, like 30 or whatever. I know my parents have this expectation for me that I'm going to get married by the time I'm 32 or whatever at most, or I'm going to die single. There's a lot. There's expectations from society saying, okay, by the time you are so many years old, you've probably had sex, that sort of stuff. And I think it's just bullshit, and I'm kind of annoyed by them.
I completely agree.
Simply because not everyone's life and background works out the same way.
Right.
Yeah, everyone's got their own, like go at your own pace, and there shouldn't be so much pressure to get married and have babies. Some people never want to do that, or some people really want to do that and they're just not ready, or it's just not working out for them. So that pressure that people are putting on everyone, it's just not fair. Chill out. And I also understand that there's the clock, quote unquote, I'm doing, that women are childbearing people are terrified of.
Right.
But hey, my mom had me at 39, so whatever. I turned out mostly okay. So
you turned out pretty good, Hannah.
I turned out okay. I've had people ask me, and they're like, "And there's nothing wrong with you?" And I'm like, "That's such a why the fuck would you ask me that?" When I tell them how old my mom was. But yeah, I had a friend who had her friends all freak out on her because she was 24 and not married yet, and I'm like, if I was married at 24, that would be so fucked up. I was not ready to be married at 24. I'm 27 and I'm not ready to be married, okay? And that's okay.
I was married and I wasn't ready to be married.
Yeah, I know so many people in their early 20s who are married, and it's and it doesn't go well. And that, I'm not saying people in their 20s can't get married. It's just people go at their own pace, and that's fucking okay.
Well, and there are a lot of ingrained societal habits that I think we should change. Like when a couple's together, when you get married, when you having kids, stop asking that.
Stop asking that.
It puts pressure on people. And then others who particularly women or people who can't have children, when they have to hear all the time, when you having kids, I don't really think that's the best there for their mental health. So I just wish we would stop putting these expectations on people and asking those types of questions.
Yeah, unless the people really well, don't ask that question. It's ugh. Oh my God, I got asked.
It almost feels like society has this checklist for you, which is okay, check, get married.
Right.
Okay, check, have children. Okay, check, send children to college. Okay, check, retire. I mean, it's so weird.
I agree, and I apologize. I'm spacing out a lot tonight. I don't know where I was going to say.
I listened to a song today. I mean, I've known this song before, but I reintroduced it to myself and was like, oh, fuck yeah. It's a song by Slipknot called All Out Life, and it reminds me of this. And it's kind of that. It's a little more intense and angry than what we're talking about, but it's basically I'm just because this is working for you doesn't mean that's the kind of life I'm going to have. And just because there's a set of rules doesn't mean I'm going to follow my life that way. Old does not mean dead. New does not mean best. Yours does not mean mine. Kill does not mean die. But it's a little bit more intense than what we're talking about. But I feel like that's totally like our anthem right now. Like, we're doing things our own way, man. Like, we're not just gonna like get a job. Screw the rules and the constructs. Like, we're not just gonna get married and have babies and work till we die just because society tells us to. I would like to get married and have babies, but I will do that on my own damn time, okay? Yep. In the meantime, I'm gonna freaking get fingers up my butthole and use love.
Ameet, did we cover everything?
Yeah, you guys really did. Thank you for commiserating with me. I like, it's just top of mind because like I have a call with my parents literally every week, and the first question they ask me is, "Ameet, when are you getting married?" I'm like,
"Oh, dude, I'm sorry."
And I know that you want to be in a relationship, so that like must fucking suck to hear. Like, it's like, dude, I'm trying.
For you. May I ask what ethnicity you are?
It's kind of weird, Ethan, because I am Indian, but I am Christian Indian, so we have a very unique culture in India. It's kind of like, you know how well, Asian Americans may not always be the same as Asians from Asia, right? So like their family dynamic may be different. So like a Christian family here, a Hindu family in India, and a Christian family in India are going to be very different. So let's say Indian Christian.
Okay. So like, is this like maybe a cultural thing?
Yeah. Is it? Well, at least for, as some of my friends have said, is within that culture, it is incredibly strong. Like, it's
the pressure,
almost like a hyper focus on when their children are getting married. Is that accurate in any way?
I will tell you now that my father has an Excel sheet, and this is where my checklist rant comes from. He has an Excel sheet which has Ameet college, which is checked off. There's Ameet job, which is checked off, and the next item on his checklist is Ameet marriage, and it's not checked off, and it's bugging him.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think that pressure is true for every culture, because like every parent I meet like wants their kid to have babies. But okay, Mathew, that is like next level.
Yes. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. No,
that's not fair. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk crap about your dad. Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry. They're a little old fashioned that way, and I give them shit for it too. So it's just, I guess the difference between Indian culture and culture here is that in Indian culture, they will offer to find someone for you. And it's they're kind of in a tough spot.
Fuck that.
Because they can't go to any of their like church families to like ask someone, basically, because I'm an atheist.
Thank you. I was gonna say, for the audience listening, why is that? But
essentially, like they can't tell anyone for shame of having raised an atheist. That's it.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna find someone.
I will.
I want to get like the first ever atheist dating site going and put all the lovely humanists and atheists I know on there that want to be on there, of course.
And then we can start the new generation of atheist babies that are going to take over the world. It's all part of our agenda, actually. We don't just want you to be happy. We want to have atheist babies.
I mean, I do love that idea.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, that would be great. A secular world solves it. It works, okay?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Ameet, thank you again for calling in. It was always, as always, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much, guys. it's always a pleasure talking to you as well. Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
As I said before,